the Baltimore Ravens, go over to LA to take on Jim Harbaugh, Justin Herbert, the Chargers,
Yep.
the Harbaugh
Your
Bowl,
guys' is running back room from
our running back
last year,
room.
past few years.
We defeat the Chargers 30-23. Now that last touchdown was, I let them have it, but
Yeah, cool.
I'm only getting that deep into the actual score because we just watched it. But first things first, you're right. A lot of Ravens. You had J.K. over there. You had Gus over there. You had Bozeman over there. You had some. You
Yep.
had some guys. You had Greg Roman calling the shots over
Roman's
there.
over there.
Yeah, running
Yeah.
the offense over there. You had no Roquan. Now,
No
speaking of
Quantum.
injuries, now it's not funny at all, but it is crazy that out of all players with the history they have of being hurt and the comeback season they've had once leaving that organization matches up against that former organization and goes out with a knee injury. You missed
Who?
J.K. Dobbins get hurt, didn't you?
I did. JK
J.K.
got
Dobbins
hurt.
J.K. Dobbins went out with a knee injury early second quarter, late first quarter, early second
Oh
quarter,
no.
and did not return to the game.
Oh no.
Which I'm just like, it was very weird.
Yeah.
And it has to be some type of bad luck or just something. We got to be something towards J.K. Dobbins because
Yeah, you guys are no. Well, I mean, what he played a season and a half for y'all, torn ACL,
and probably
then
spent
a
a
torn
season.
Achilles.
Well, he probably played a season and a half and then spent a season and a half hurt.
Of course, yeah,
If you combine it,
yeah.
and then leaves and hasn't tripped this season.
No, he's had a fucking great year, which
Fantastic year.
kind of expected, but also coming back from an Achilles injury, coming back from the ACL from 2 years ago.
And he was on pace. I mean, he looked like he might have started cutting up on us, but
Yeah,
we weren't able to see that. We were able to contain our old running back too, Gus Edwards, and I was glad to see that as well.
yeah.
Now a couple negatives before I get into any positives when it comes to the Ravens, even though there are plenty to talk about. Still the play calling, I'm a little iffy about, and it's not play calling; it's just decision making with Lamar. I don't know if you it's just this year. Now every year, I don't know. It feels like there's a different problem when it comes to Lamar and running. When it comes to Lamar running, like there were years where Lamar took off too early to run, and
Yeah,
then
his first
there were years
few.
where they wanted to get more design run plays for Lamar.
Yeah,
After he established himself
the
as a
past game.
passer.
Yeah,
Now this year, it's seeming more like he is very, very, very hesitant to run,
of course.
and I don't think it's
I've really only
because
seen. I mean, he'll run. There'll be third down plays where he'll run, and then there's a lot of plays in the red zone where he'll run.
well,
But
for
you don't get
one,
that open field from the 50 kind of
any design run for Lamar is
getting stuffed.
it goes to shit.
Yeah,
Basically, 9 times out of 10, it's going to shit this
yeah,
year. Now when he's able to extend a play and take off, give it to me. When it's an option, give it to me. But when Lamar, especially this game versus the Chargers, he was rolling out, and I would say maybe 2 or 3 times was at the line of scrimmage with just daylight ahead of him
yeah,
and try to make something happen. And it's just, I understand, like, he is a quarterback and he's now, but you know how you say, like, I can't believe there's still people that say he can't pass. He's just a runner. He's just
of course.
this. Now, there's
I,
definitely no way he feels like he has to prove that.
yeah, no, I like it. It feels like there is a little bit of that though, where
Dude, it's like
he's
there's no
trying his hardest
way.
on a lot of these plays to throw the ball, like you said, when he doesn't need to, when he's got open space.
And there's no maybe he's this, maybe that. He lost weight.
Yeah, he
He
lost
lost weight
20 coming in
and he
this year.
said it was
Well, he gained 20 coming in last year. He was
and
still
he
running a
lost
good
weight.
bit last year. and then lost the 20 coming
And
into
why
this
do you
year.
say he lost it? Or why do you say he
Felt too
was
heavy.
why? Okay, exactly. I'm saying he
Felt too
lost the
slow.
way he planned on running a little bit more. Now, obviously, when you have someone like Derrick Henry and Justice Hill going crazy,
Dude,
you can do
beautiful.
you don't got to run as much. But if you got
Of course.
daylight ahead of you and you're Lamar Jackson, reach for the stars. Like
Agreed.
I don't know what else to say. The
Now, I
decision
mean, but
making.
the other thing is like, there's no like, maybe he's trying to not get injured, but he's played his whole career. Yes, he got injured a few times 2 seasons ago, um, but none of that was like taking big hits or anything stupid. He's always found a way to avoid those big hits, get out of bounds, do
Mhm.
whatever.
It's
Yeah,
just
it's
later in the
not
season.
a problem, but if there is a situation where they need to get a third down, you want him to feel comfortable taking the fuck off.
It's not a problem when you throw a 40-yard touchdown the next play.
Agreed.
Now, when if you're in the playoffs down 10 in the third quarter versus the Bills or the Chiefs or the
Yeah.
Bengals, you
And you go
like
and try
like
to force a ball into Zay Flowers.
okay, so you it's third it's third and 3
Yeah.
and you roll out and you got daylight, but you want to try to get this ball to Rashad because maybe you'll get 18 extra yards on top of that.
Yeah.
Now it's fourth and 3. Everybody knows you're gonna give it to Derrick Henry, or
Exactly.
you're gonna pull it and take it to the sideline. So it's like I'm
Sure.
just saying, there will be moments that there are scenarios where those decisions can
Yeah.
can can lead to uh, uh, problems we might not be able to come back from, situations we cannot come
Sure.
back from, more so in the playoffs. But obviously, we got the job done. Derrick Henry ran through that offense,
Mm-hmm.
ran through that defense. Lamar, what 17 of 22, I believe.
16 and 22.
177 yards,
Two tutties.
two tutties, a rushing
No,
touchdown.
that ball to Rashad was beautiful. I will
Okay, let's
say that
see.
that DB was blinder than shit. If he turned, he's batting that away. Instead, he's running through Rashad.
Okay, every single cornerback plays that way, so
Agreed.
there's no excuse. And he's also draped all over him, and he caught it
Exactly.
around.
Well,
He
there
caught it
was
around.
PI on it, and he
He
still
caught it
caught that bitch.
around. Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
touchdown on a PI. Like he caught
Yeah.
it around his
Exactly.
arm.
Yeah.
And for Rashad to make that
For
catch.
Rashad to do
I mean,
that,
there
yes,
was a
that's
ball
huge.
earlier that game where it was
Yeah.
very similar to the arm being in the way, but he still got his hands on it, but he dropped it,
Sure.
and I was like, he's got to make that catch, and
Yeah.
boom, in the end zone, he makes that catch. Justice Hill with the nail in the coffin. 7 minutes
Beautiful.
left in the fourth,
Yeah.
taking off for a tutty. I mean, it was. I like what I saw from. I liked what I saw from the offense. From the defense, I will say same situations. I at this point they say it's communication. I feel like it's definitely communication, but it's also execution.
Mm-hmm.
Like there were a couple plays, like there was a beautiful corner blitz we had. Nate Wiggins flew unblocked and just ran right past Justin Herbert. It's just like if you're able to just learn how to slow down,
Yeah.
you might take Justin Herbert out the game. I mean, he was
Sure.
flying
Put your hands on him.
unprotected
Yeah.
and just I mean, you got to destroy him. But he kind of just ran right by him. Herbert stepped up, completed the pass. And it's just we our pass coverage is not good enough to say, "Hey Nate, go
And then
blitz,"
don't touch him. Yeah.
yeah,
Exactly.
definitely don't touch him. And
Yeah.
now we have one less guy back there to
Exactly. Yeah.
protect the pass. But besides that, I mean, missing Roquan, it I didn't notice much because I'll say in the past game because he to me pisses me off in the past game. Sideline to sideline, I'll
Yeah.
take
No.
him all
Big time.
day. Stopping the run, I'll take him all day. But when it comes to a quarterback dropping back, he gets flustered.
Yeah.
So can I say it like we had any more of a drop off or any more of a lack of coverage in the middle of the field that our linebackers are supposed to protect?
Probably
No,
not.
it was still
Yeah.
it was still pretty lackluster when it came to our inside linebackers.
You know, he always seems like he's a step late on a lot of those crossing routes and shit.
But I mean, like I said,
The dub
30
and
23, I'll take the
to
dub.
swing the division, I think they still have the lead, but for them to lose and y'all to win, huge.
It's huge, knocking the Chargers out. I know that had to help a couple teams sitting in the hunt.
For sure,
I
yeah.
mean, knocking them, giving them their fourth loss. That had to help a little
Now,
bit. And
yeah, I mean the Chargers are
not that good.
no, I mean obviously we know that this team, and we said this before the year when Jim got taken in, when Jim hired onto the team. It's like we don't expect this Chargers team to be good now. Obviously, they've won 7 games. They look okay, whatever. A few years down the road, they can be dangerous. Give not Josh. Give Justin some options. Allow that running back room to develop or stay healthy or whatever. But yeah, give him some dudes to throw to, and this team can be good. But
Quentin Johnson still can't catch.
who?
Quentin Johnson.
No,
still
I know.
Can't catch.
It's horrendous.
I mean, it's just
There's a ball in his titties.
But I mean, definitely to have JK go down early, that
sucks.
That
I mean, because they were rolling in that first half a little bit.
They were
2 drives.
They were doing their thing. It was, to me, we kept them in the game for as long as our play decided to keep them in the game.
Yeah.
No, it was 10-0 at one point, but I wasn't tripping. And then it was 10-7. Then we get the ball back. Then we go for it on 4th down. Then we get it. Now I'm like, all right, we're going to score. And we score. And it's 14-10, and we didn't lose the lead after that. I was happy.
Yeah.
Devan
Tucker, 45 yards.
You know, it was a 45-yarder, easy. And
better than a lot of kickers.
Every single miss this year left.
You know, I watched a video on what could be going wrong. He's hooking a lot of his kicks. Like, I think about it in, like, golf terms. It could be, like, a timing issue. Like, when you hook a golf shot, your hands are out in front. Your body's slowed down. So I don't know anything about kicking, but his body's not getting through and that leg keeps whipping around. They said it could be a hold issue because there was a video of a dude trying to figure out some of the holds are too close or too far or whatever, and that may have been fucking with him. But yeah, I think once he can dial in that left miss, get rid of that left miss, it'll be fine.
So using your golf trajectory IQ, what would you say would be the most likely factor in his misses? That's a serious question. I was not mocking you.
Yeah, I mean, probably, yeah, timing of his body. It's like he has the leg to kick it. But yeah, the second that your leg is moving faster than your body, again, I don't know anything about kicking, but say in golf, your arms are moving faster than your body, you're going to get on top of it. You're going to get around it instead of starting it out up the middle. He's starting everything left and it's hooking.
Well, 1 for 1 today. I'll take it. Oh, and the one last thing, the play calling issue I was going to talk about. The going up for 2, we could have kicked the extra point to go up 8 points. We decided to go for 2 still in the third quarter just to make it a 2-score game. And to me, that shows nothing but how scared we are of our defense letting up an 8-point lead
1,000%.
to a 2-score lead. And I don't like that.
No.
And also, it's like if we're gonna go for 2, call a better fucking play. Because this whole fake Lamar running out to, is he gonna run? No, he's gonna pass it.
No, he's gonna dump it over the top.
Defenses have figured that out
The same
because
thing
like
every
Lamar
time.
can throw.
Yeah.
But